Hello and welcome to today's video. So I know it's been a while since I've posted anything. I've been recovering from some health issues. I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, MS. I'd say about 5 or 6 years ago. I had one lesion in my cervical spinal cord, and it caused some issues with my lower extremities. Lost some feeling. It's hard to walk, usual stuff. And they diagnosed that as transverse myelitis because there was only one. They couldn't, diagnose it as multiple because there was just the one. And sometimes you have a one and done. That was not my case. I'm up to 8 lesions, including that one. So I got 3 in the brain, 2 in my cervical spine, and 1 in my thoracic spine. One of the big ones in my brain looks like that. But I'm getting better. I lost a lot of feeling. Things are numb and tingly. Like I'd say, if you ever had your arm or leg fall asleep, that pins and needles sensation when you wake up. Yeah, that's like that all the time for me. So a little annoying, but you just have to get used to it. Lost some fine motor control, but it's coming back. I'm getting better. A little shaky. Image stabilization is doing pretty good on the phone here, actually. I get tired pretty easily still, but that's improving. Got some memory loss, like long-term memory took a hit. The worst part is really my right eye. I lost the central vision in my right eye. It's kind of like looking at, like, if like a sunspot, or if you've looked at a bright light or the sun for too long, and you get that multicolored bright spot. That's what it looks like for me all the time in my right eye. Although it is getting better. It is slowly fixing itself. They've put me on. I ended up doing the methylprednisolone, 1 gram, 1,000 milligrams dose per day. Did that for 5 days. Did that 5-day course, which is an infusion each day, and then like a 2-week taper of prednisone after that. So that killed that knocked my immune system down to like nothing, so it would stop attacking my brain and spinal cord. And then they put me on Ocrevus, which is an immune system modification drug. And so far, I think that's been working pretty good because I haven't had any issues. That's a 6-7 hour infusion. I have had 2 so far. And then I've got, after that, it's like 1 every 6 months. It's really expensive stuff. Don't look up how much it costs. Luckily, I have health insurance. But yeah, if you want more information, I can probably do an actual video on that. I don't want to clutter this one up with it. But, so on the workbench today, we've got an older first-gen BMS. You can tell because it's got all white connectors on it. And it's got this style of connector on there for the pack or the BMS versus this style, which is the newer, later than 2013. It is smaller pins. So I had a few customers that have been looking for an adapter because I had a 3D printed one for this guy, and so we made a 3D printed version for the Gen 1 battery packs. And that's it. I can show you. It's probably easier to see on here. But yeah, it takes about 40 minutes to print at 100% infill. It's a connector. You want it to be strong. You don't have any infill in there. But yeah, so it came out pretty good. I think it took like 4 revisions of this to get it right. Getting all this lined up with the holes and the sockets and getting it all looking nice. But it came out pretty good. I also made a little circuit board, which I kind of messed up on, but So these are Mini Fit Junior pins. They look like this. And I've broken off the strain relief for the cable. So it's just the part that would normally crimp, and that's actually big enough, and I made the holes big enough that that's kind of just, goes in, press fit into there, and then it gets soldered. So the part that I messed up on the board was this is the socket, not the plug. So if you notice, I have labeled all of those. Those were actually intended to be on this side. So when you wire them, it's easy because you have all the wire numbers there, or labels. But unfortunately, I got it backwards. But that's okay, because I just flipped the board over and put the pins in the other direction, and it works perfectly fine. So yeah, it wasn't perfect. So I've got enough to build 3 of them. There's 2 here, and the third one is right here. And we're gonna go ahead and fire that up. I think I can get that in there. So yeah, and it's a nice fit too. I should show you that before I plug this in, if I can get it back out with one hand. There you go. So yeah, they're keyed, of course, and probably shouldn't have pressed my luck, but there you go. Yeah, see, that just slides right in. It's nice. It took a while to get that fit dialed in. Took a few, but it's rapid prototyping. Like, I can 3D print a new one in, like I said, 40 minutes, and boom, check it. Yeah, and some of them I didn't even have to print the whole thing, just print a little bit to get it. But I think it came out pretty good. But and go ahead, and if I can find that key, there we go. Just pop it in there like that. Now I've got this is, normally this is hooked up to my fake battery pack there, but I've unplugged it. So the contactors are going to be controlled by this pack sniffer here, pack sniffer 2, and connected through here. So you can kind of see it comes in, goes over to the pack sniffer here. Yeah, you know what I mean. Comes out, goes around, goes in through here, goes around this way, and eventually gets over to here, and it goes into there. So completely not hooked up to mine. So when you hear the contactors click, it'll be running off of this harness, this BMS, and this pack sniffer 2. So go ahead and just plug it in. This is just a 5-volt USB. It's plugged into the bottom here. And yeah, I think we're ready. This does have the SD card plugged into it, so it'll do a firmware upgrade or check first when it plugs in. But I'll go ahead and plug it in. So that's going to come up, boot up. It should just be like, normal. I think everybody's seen this before, if you've seen other videos. If you actually take the SD card out, it won't have to do that, the firmware check. But we found a BMS. We're reading it out. And of course we have no cells hooked up, so it's just it reports all Fs, which is same with the cell voltage, and our temp sensors are all negative 20. And we'll pre-charge, and those are enabled, and now it's just going to run. Yeah, so it's working. If we had actual cells hooked up and stuff, it would show that. And yeah, so that's it for this video. It was pretty long, but most of it was the medical stuff. But yeah, if you want me to do a separate video on that, let me know. I don't know if that would be helpful for anybody that's going through MS and what to expect. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.